Otherwise it keeps living. Otherwise it keeps living. I'm very small. Now I'm taller.
How tall are you? No.
At my tallest, I was 5'2 3/4", but I think I'm shrinking now.
Okay. I have one daughter 5'6" and one daughter 5'1". She was the tallest in her class until she wasn't. Oh, good.
Shahar Matan grew early. He's only 5'9".
Yeah, I was going to say, but he didn't end up
He
tall.
was the tallest in his class except for Xander Winston. Nobody could be taller than him, but he was taller than
Xander didn't
Meyer.
end up. Xander's a monster. Xander stuck Cassie.
Meyer, he was taller than everybody in his class, and then he was.
Look how big Meyer is.
Shahar is 6 feet, and Matan is 5'9", and Tiana is 5'4", and Ella's like 5'6". So it's not even. They didn't spread it out.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Okay, there's a bunch of. It's on. This is on.
It smells bad, right?
Yours isn't on? This is a hot mic.
How do you turn it on? Oh, it says on. It's green.
Hello. No, that one's not on. They don't like you.
How do you turn it on?
I think it is.
I have to ask Howard. Not sure this is on.
That one's on.
How do you do that?
Don't wear enough clothes. This one's on. Hello.
That one's good.
Yes, this is live. I know. Already?
Huh? So I can. There. Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos. We just have to wait for the mic to turn on.
You can use this one. I share.
Try to start anyway. Okay. Ellis. That's for Ellis.
Let her choose. Whichever
likes
one
the
she
egg.
doesn't want, I'll take. She likes the egg. My bad.
Howard, are we good? We're live? Okay. Let's try this nigun together. Just ay ay ay. 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 Ay 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 ay.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Nice to see you all here. Welcome back for those joining virtually. Hi. You can all wave and say Shabbat shalom to those joining on Facebook and YouTube. Shabbat shalom. We're glad you're here. Welcome. Nice to see your faces and glad you're welcoming Shabbat with us. We're especially excited to have Robin and Dahlia leading us tonight. So thank you ladies for leading us, and also to welcome our artist in residence, Anthony Russell, who's here for the weekend to spend Shabbat with us. So thank you for being here and for joining us. You're going to hear from him a couple times throughout the service, so get ready and get excited to hear from him. We're glad they're here, and thank you to the Institute for Southern Jewish Life for helping bring him in also.
Right in.
So we're going to go ahead and begin. If you want to grab your Sidurim out, we're in this book, the Sidur Lev Shalem, should be in the pews with you as we're going to begin as page 10 as we begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service this evening.
Av haracham ha
Page 11.
أربعين שנה כות בדור ואומר עמדו אל לבבם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ואפי אם יבואו על מנוחתי.
Page 13, Psalm 96.
וכל אשר בו אז ירנו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו. אדוני מלך תגל הארץ. אוהבי אדוני שנאו רע שומר נפשות חסידיו מיד רשעים יצילם אור זרו על הצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה, שמחו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו.
Page 17, we'll continue responsively in the English, Psalm 98. A psalm, sing to Adonai a new song, for Adonai has wrought wonders. God's right hand and holy arm have brought deliverance.
Adonai declared deliverance as nations looked on. God's righteousness was revealed.
God dealt faithfully and kindly with the house of Israel. The very ends of the earth saw our God's saving power.
Call out to Adonai, all the earth, breaking out joyful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre. Lyre and voices making music together with horns and shofar cries. Trumpet the presence of the sovereign Adonai.
Let the sea and all that is in it roar, the earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony, greeting Adonai who comes to judge the earth, judging the world with justice and the nations with truth. Continue bottom of page 18.
ירם הים ומלואו תבל ויושביה נהרות ימחאו כף יחד הרים ירננו לפני אדוני כי בא לשפוט הארץ ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים במישרים.
We'll continue with Psalm 99, page 19.
אדוני מלך ירגזו עמים.
We'll pick up 3 lines from the bottom, page 20. Come to Psalm 29 on page 21. That is the 6th and final psalm representing the 6 days of the week before we welcome in Shabbat. I invite you to rise, page 21.
מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. כל אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד יראים. אדוני על מים רבים. כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון, וסריון כמו בן רעמים. כל אדוני חוצב לבודש, כל אדוני יכיל מדבר, יכיל אדוני מדבר קדש. כל אדוני יחולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות, ובהיכלו כולו מרכבות, כולו מרכבות. אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
You may be seated. And now that we're prepared to welcome in Shabbat with Lecha Dodi, we're going to begin on page 23. We're going to do the chorus every 3 verses. So you'll see that there's 3 per page. So at the beginning and end of each page, we'll do the chorus again. So we'll kind of go straight through the verses on each page, beginning page 23.
Lecha Dodi li kakalai, alalai, 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi li kakalai, alalai, 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לקראת שבת לכונן לך, מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף צמח וזהב תהילה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי תצאי מתוך אפיך. שבט בעמק הכלכה, והוא יחמול עלייך אכלה. lecha dodi li kakalai, alalai, 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. lecha dodi li kakalai, alalai, 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. על יד בית ישי מחמיא, קורא האל נפשי עלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, התעורר, כי לעורר קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר נברי, Alalai, בשבת לקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסיים ורחקות מבעל העיר יסיס עלייך אלוהיך אם סוס חתן כלה ימים לינות תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על ידי בקלצי ונשמחה ונגילה.
Please rise.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי כלה לך תובילי כלה יאללה 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 בשבת נקבלה לך תובילי כלה יאללה 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 בשבת נקבלה.
You may be seated. Now that we've kind of welcomed the Shabbat bride in, we've invited her to come. We'll continue with the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92 on page 27. And we're pleased to be able to introduce our artist in residence, Anthony Russell, to come up to lead us in the Psalm, again on page 27.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי הסוף עלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
צדיק כתמר יפרח, כרז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי, ולא לטבו.
Page 29.
אדוני מלך יהוד לבש. מקולות מים רבים, רבים אדירים, אדירים משבר הים, אדיר במרום אדוני. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נא v'kodesh Adonai le'orech yamim.
This time, as we conclude the Kabbalat Shabbat portion of our service, we invite all those in mourning and those observing yurtzites to please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shamei rabbah, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מברך לעולם עולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשא בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Usually at this part of the service, before we go into the Mariv portion of our service, we usually do a little bit of reflection on the past week. But instead of this week, for this Shabbat, I want to take advantage of this opportunity to introduce you a little bit to our artist in residence, to Anthony. So I'm going to invite Margaret to come up and she'll introduce him a little more. And then we'll have Anthony come up too and you can share a little bit also. So you can come up too.
Short person.
Welcome everybody to our Artist in Residence weekend. Really excited to have Anthony here with us. Really enjoyed hearing his beautiful voice just a moment ago and excited to hear it much more this weekend. I just wanted to also quickly say welcome to Shira, who's here from the Institute of Southern Jewish Life in Jackson. The ISJL has helped us organize the program this weekend, and we're excited to have her here as our guest as well. So I just wanted to give you a little background about Anthony. Anthony Russell is a vocalist, composer, and arranger specializing in music in the Yiddish language. His solo work in Jewish music has brought him to stages in very long lists: Toronto, Montreal, New York, Los Angeles, Tel Aviv, all over the world. United States and Europe. His work in traditional Ashkenazi Jewish musical forms led to a musical exploration of his own ethnic roots through the research, arrangement, and performance of 100 years of African American roots music, resulting in the EP Convergence, a collaboration with klezmer consort, you have to tell me if I'm mispronouncing this, Beretsky Pass? Got it. Exploring the sounds and themes of 100 years of African American and Ashkenazi Jewish music. An essayist in a number of publications, including Jewish Currents and Moment Magazine, Anthony lives in Atlanta with his husband, Rabbi Michael Rothbaum, and we're so excited to have him here this weekend. Before I give you a chance to say anything you'd like to say, I'll just remind you all that tomorrow Anthony will be with us for Saturday services and giving what I hear is a musical drash, has some music in it. Little drash, little music, so definitely come and hear that. And then tomorrow night we'll be having him here as part of Svei Brider musical duo for a fabulous concert. And we do have some walk-in tickets available. So if you didn't get them, please do come join us. And then we have a fabulous workshop on Sunday as well at 1 o'clock called A Stranger in a Strange Land, the possibilities of African American music in Jewish prayer spaces. And he was telling me a little bit about it in the car ride from the airport today, and it's going to be really engaging and interesting. So all that to say, I hope to see everybody here and watching on the live stream throughout the weekend. And let's give a big welcome to Anthony. Anything you'd like to say?
Thank you so much for having me. Good Shabbos, Buen Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Those are the 3 languages I say that in nowadays. I'm hoping to add some more. Some of the very first melodies that I ever learned, Jewish melodies, were in synagogue, in shul. on Shabbat. So I have like a great fondness for the experience of being a Jew in the pew. You know, it's nice to be a performer, but sometimes you just want to be a Jew in the pew. And I love being a Jew in the pew, so thank you for giving me that opportunity. I'd like to take just a moment to let you know about synagogue music, specifically one particular kind of synagogue music. So there were two brothers by the name of Goldfarb who lived in the first half of the 20th century. You're familiar with music by these brothers, even if you think you aren't familiar with it. Okay? So I'm now going to perform for you one of the most famous compositions by the Goldfarb brothers. Okay? Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's good and ready, then... Okay, so you actually know a tune by one of the Goldfarb brothers. But did you know one of them wrote this as well?
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon.
Also written by one of the Goldfarb brothers, who lived in the United States in the first half of the 20th century. And I was very excited to learn this because, I don't know, it inspired me. The fact that someone could write a beautiful melody like that could completely cover the entirety of the Jewish world, and they came from two places I'd been before, Seattle and New York. Very strange. They also wrote this melody, and I don't know if you're familiar with it. I'm going to sing a little bit of it, and you'll let me know.
Vani tefilati lecha ad Hashem et ratzon.
This was like my absolute favorite melody of the entire liturgical year. I would always make sure that I was in shul on Yontif at the right time for when they opened up the Ark and they would sing this melody in front of the Torah scrolls. And it was such an inspirational melody to me that I actually used it in one of my projects. And if you want to hear how, then you should come tomorrow. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you very much, Anthony. You'll hear from him a little bit more tonight also, so get excited to keep hearing him all weekend. And thank you for being here, and thank you for coming to spend your Shabbat and your weekend with us today. At this time, we're going to go ahead and continue with the Mariv service as I invite you to rise, page 39. Seated. We continue with page 39A.
Umavir yom umei מביא לילה ומבדיר בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
We'll continue page 40 with Ahavat Olam, as we're thrilled to have Anthony lead us in this prayer.
אהבת עולם את ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו למדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה.
ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. מים שמיים. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Join together, page 44, for Mi Chamocha.
Chamocha
45.
Hashkimeinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkimeinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ushmor tzetzenu, uvoenu, lechaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkimeinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל. הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
We rise for Vishamru, page 46.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה לעילה מן כה ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
We remain standing for the Amidah, which is recited privately in the evening. beginning on page 47 and going through page 52. It is, for those who don't know, today is Rosh Chodesh, so please don't, if you forget to include the insertion for Rosh Chodesh at the top of page 50. As always, please feel free to use the Hebrew, the English, or use this time for your own personal prayer and meditation. And we begin page 47. If you are still praying, please take your time and finish at your own pace. We will continue with Kaddish Shalem, page 54.
יתקדש ויקדש שמי רבה, בעולמה דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחיי חון ובמכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולם מאוד מיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואימרו
Amen.
תתקבל צלעותון ובאותון דכל ישראל קודם ובהון דבישמעיה ואימרו
Amen.
יהי שלום רבה מן שמעיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואימרו
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואימרו
Amen. I invite you to rise for Kiddush. We're going to begin at the top of page 53, and after the top paragraph, we'll move over to page 55, as Anthony will lead us in Kiddush this evening.
ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי.
ויחולו השמים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא, אשר ברא, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ספרי חבריי,
חיים.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחלנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר לציית מצרים, כי באנו בחטא ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
L'chaim. That's a young wine.
It's a good vintage.
Very sweet.
Normally during this time, during this period of the year is where we would count the Omer. However, it's still a little early to count the Omer. It's still, sun's still out. So I will just merely remind you, for those who are counting, that today is the 15th day of the Omer, so that you know that after sunset you count whatever comes next. I can't tell you what it is. No surprises. No spoilers here. You just have to count the next one after sunset. So because it's a little early to count the Omer officially, we'll continue with Aleinu as we remain standing, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. כי המלכות שלך היא ולעולמי עד תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
You may be seated. At this time, we take a moment to remember all those who, though they no longer walk this earth, remain alive in our hearts and minds. As we recognize in the past week, we observed the yeartides of Abraham Banks, Sarah Behrman, Jenny Berman, Fred Berman, Barney Bonfield, Jack Cohen, Aaron Edix, Florence Epsman, Dina Feldstein, Israel Fitterman, Frank Friedman, Gladys Cohen Friedman, Lillian Furman, Sam Gieser, Claire Klein-Gettinger, Mary Goldstein, Helen Copeland-Grusson, Ida Mae Jaffe, Helen Jaffe, Anita Kaplan, Dorothy Kaplan, Max Levin, Edna Levine, Lola Lieberman, Rosa Litovsky, Morton Litowich, Judy Mayer, Linda Batty Montgomery, Alexandra Nellerman Behrman, Fanny Perlstein, Louis Roth, Mel Safer, Lee Schnipper, Edward Schulman, Margaret Schwartz, Nathan Schwartz, Joseph Sr., Stuart Shevin, Isidore Shiland, Sylvia Shiland, Jenny Simon, Rose Sokol, Ralph Sokol, Cy Steiner, Neville Wallace, Max Weintraub, Freddie Weintraub, Louis Chaim Winnick, Benjamin Witt, Simon Wolf, Samuel Zakuto, and Robert Zivitz. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. As we invite those in mourning and those observing yurtzites to please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shamei rabba, balma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'alam olam me'almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'rechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. Before we conclude our service today, just wanted to make a few brief announcements, or at least as brief as a rabbi can make announcements. That's a challenge. First of all, I want to say kol hakavod and thank you to our lovely song leaders tonight. Thank you, Robin and Dahlia, for leading us tonight, and thank you to Anthony for being a part of our service and for helping lead more. I hope Anthony whetted your appetite enough to come back tomorrow, 9:30, back here, as we'll have our Shabbat morning service, and as I mentioned, he'll give half of a Devar Torah and half of a musical performance. A Devar musical, if you will. We'll go with Musikat Torah. How's that? But he'll be back tomorrow. And then, of course, tomorrow evening, he will be coming with his performing partner, Dimitri Gaskin, and they'll be doing a concert as well. We'll have a reception starting at 7:30. We'll be doing Havdalah with Robin and I leading us at 8:02. And then we'll be coming in here for a performance with Svei Breider, with Anthony and Dimitri. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow night as well. As Margaret said, there are some walk-in tickets still available, so please join us. And then, of course, Sunday at 1 o'clock, he'll be doing a workshop in an adult education class, A Stranger in a Strange Land, possibilities of African-American music and Jewish prayer spaces. So lots going on. Hope you'll join us for all of it. Tomorrow, there's also a Storytime Shabbat, so if you have young children, or you know somebody who has young children, or you know somebody who knows somebody who has young children, have them come, as Natalie Goldsmith will be reading a story, so I hope you'll join us. Wednesday morning, we're opening up a new adult education class, 8:15 a.m. We'll be working through the Midrashic collection, Pirkei de Rabbi Eliezer. You don't have to RSVP, you don't have to do anything other than show up and be ready to learn. So I hope you'll join us. You'll be getting emails this week about our Civil Rights Experience soft launch opening. That'll be on May 7th. Keep an eye out for your emails and for more information. And next Shabbat will be special, as we'll be celebrating the bat mitzvah of Liberty Lamb. So I hope you'll come celebrate with her and the Lamb family and friends and all that to welcome and celebrate with Liberty. So anything I'm forgetting? So yes, we do have Torah on Tap coming back. It was rescheduled. So it will not be on May 3rd, it will be on May 17th at Kahaba Brewing, so sponsored by Sisterhood. So I hope you'll join us. As always, first round's on us, or more accurately on Sisterhood, but come join us for that on May 17th for the reschedule.
Rabbi, I'd like to say a very special thank you to our Start of the Show sponsors, Stephen Karen Bornblum, and to Alan and Lisa Engel, who are not here, our stage sponsors of this weekend's festivities. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Anything else I'm forgetting? There's always something, so. Well, as always, information's in your emails, it's on the website, and we're here otherwise, so if you have questions, call us and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you all for being here, thank you all for coming. We're glad to be able to welcome Shabbat together with you. We will conclude our service today with Shalom Aleichem. Thank you, page 73, because I was trying to figure that out and I was trying to keep talking to stall while I figured it out, but I don't need to stall anymore because it's on page 73.
Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos. Very hot. Like, I barely had to whisper. It's good. Good Shabbos. Thank you. Good Shabbos. Send my love to everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Chance to bring you two together yet. It was fabulous.
It's fun. I'm a student in training with Dahlia.
Oh.
I mean, technically, you should be doing it.